Dear friends, today we will discuss Section 52 of the Patents Act 1970 or the Indian Patent Act. The title is Grant of Patent to True and First Inventor where it has been obtained by another in fraud of him. The simple meaning of this title is, if a patent is obtained by some person in a wrongful or a fraud manner, then as per this section, the patent should be granted to the true and the first inventor only. Fine. For the definition of the true and first inventor, we must go to Section 2(1)(y) of the Patents Act 1970. Now, I will explain the subsections through my key points. Subsection 1 says, where the patent has been revoked under Section 64(1)(c) on the ground that the patent was obtained wrongfully and in contravention of the rights of the petitioner or any person under or through whom he claims. The simple meaning I can explain is, suppose a patent is obtained wrongfully by a person in a fraud manner, and if it contravenes or violates the rights of the petitioner or the true and the first owner or true and the first inventor, then the patent is revoked under Section 64(1)(c), because we know the title of Section 64 is Revocation of Patents. These things we will study in detail while going through that section. Fine. Now I will go to the second condition. Actually, this whole section, subsection 1, whole subsection 1 consists of two parts. We can say the first portion that I have explained, it tells us regarding the revocation of the patent, and in the second portion it tells us about the exclusion of the patent or exclusion of the complete specification of the granted patent by amendment. It may be of some claims or all the claims. Fine. So we will proceed. Where in a petition for revocation, the appellate board or court, instead of revoking the patent, directs the complete specification to be amended by the exclusion of a claim or claims in consequence of a finding that the invention covered by such claim or claims had been obtained from the petitioner, the appellate board or court may, by order passed in the same proceeding, permit the grant to the petitioner of the whole or such portion or such part of invention which the appellate board or court finds has been wrongfully obtained by the patentee in lieu of the patent so revoked or is excluded by amendment. So this is the whole subsection 1. And actually the second portion of the subsection is a lengthy one, and this can be explained in a simpler way. So I have explained here. We can say from section 52, I can explain the subsection 1 in two phases. The first phase is the patent was wrongfully obtained in violating the rights of the petitioner or the true and the first inventor. So here revocation occurs under section 64. But the second phase, that is, and we must notice it that phase 1 and phase 2 are linked by the grammatical operator or. Fine. So that means either or. One is possible or is also possible. So in the second phase, what happens? The petitioner files a petition in the court or in the appellate board. Why? For the revocation of the granted patent, which is obtained wrongfully or in a fraud manner as per the petitioner. That means the petitioner says that the present patent is obtained in a wrongful manner. That's why I am filing a petition to revoke the patent. Fine. Then instead of revoking the patent, the IPAB or court decides something else. They direct, either the IPAB or the court directs to amend the complete specification, okay, by exclusion of claims. The claim may be one claim or it can be all the claims. And in the same proceeding, the court or the IPAB permit grant to the petitioner. That means old patent of the patentee is excluded by amendment and substituted by the new patent of the petitioner. Fine. And what are the conditions that what are the conditions of these new patents that we will study in subsection 2. Fine. So I will proceed to subsection 2 now. Fine. So subsection 2 says, we can say this subsection is related to Rule 79. Okay. Where any such order is passed, the controller shall, on request by the petitioner made in the prescribed manner, grant to him. Prescribed manner, the definition of the prescribed manner is given in section 2(1)(v). Fine. So the bit 1 says, in cases where the appellate board or court permits the whole of the patent to be granted, a new patent bearing the same date and number as the patent revoked. The thing I have discussed just before reading this subsection. Fine. So I don't think it needs to be explained. This is very clear. Then bit number 2 says, in cases where the appellate board or court permits a part only of the patent to be granted, a part only, right? A new patent for such part bearing the same date as the patent revoked and numbered in such manner as may be prescribed. Fine. So the condition for this second bit is, for such a grant, the controller may require the petitioner to file a new and complete specification as per the satisfaction of the controller, describing and claiming that part of the invention for which the patent is to be granted. Fine. Next, the third subsection says, for a patent granted under this section, that is section 52, if an infringement was committed before the actual date on which the patent was granted, that means the grant date, then no suit shall be brought regarding infringement of the patent. This also we have studied earlier, that before a patent is granted, no suit shall be brought regarding infringement in this case. So in this way, all the 3 subsections of section 52 are completed. But I will explain some more things. Why? Because this subsection is related to this section 52 is related to some more sections, that when you will study further, you can relate or correlate all these sections in the future. So for that I am throwing some light here. Section 26, the title is, in cases of obtaining, controller may treat the patent as the patent of opponent. Fine. Section 25, the title is, opposition to the patent. Section 64, revocation of patent. Section 52, we know, grant of patent to true and first inventor where it has been obtained by another in fraud of him. So section 6, we will go to section 26. How relevant section 26 is to section 52, that we will see here. In cases of wrongful obtaining from a person, the controller has the power of substituting right owner as the owner of the patent. Here the right owner is the applicant, and who files the post-grant opposition seeking revocation of the patent as per section 25(2)(a). And now the applicant becomes the patentee and her name is registered in the register. Fine. I will go to section 25(2)(a), because this section 26 is dependent, or the revocation is done as per section 25(2)(a). So I will go to section 25(2)(a). After grant of the patent and before the expiry of a period of 1 year from the date of publication of grant of the patent, that is within 1 year, any person interested may give notice of opposition to the controller in the prescribed manner on the ground. The ground is, the patentee wrongfully obtained the invention as a whole or any of its claim or claims from a person interested. So for the definition of person interested, we can go to Section 2(1)(t) of the Patents Act, and for the prescribed manner, we can go to Section 2(1)(v), which includes the payment of the prescribed fee. These things I have given only for knowledge, so that you can correlate more easily. Fine. Next, what I will say, in Section 26, revocation happens by opposition after the grant. That means post grant opposition takes place. And in Section 52, the revocation happens under Section 64(1)(c). Fine. So one thing to note here, that this is my finding, that to remember the relation between Section 26 and Section 52, just note a thing, that 26 into 2 is 52. That means it is just for remembrance, nothing else. Just to memorize the thing, that 26 and 52 are related. Fine. This way I have completed Section 52. This way I have completed Section 52 and all its subsections. Please go through the video and also simultaneously go through the Patents Act, and please comment in the comment box, and please share the video among your friends, and please friends subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Okay, thank you.